What is upper, y'all? What is upper? What is upper? What is upper? Man, I was doing good for a while being on time. And I got to being a little bit tardy. I got to get back in the groove, What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming in. I don't know if Jigs is ready. But anywho, today we're going to be talking about haters. In case you're not familiar with what a hater is, a hater is somebody who doesn't wish the best for you, somebody who you may feel like is a little bit jealous of you or something like that. That's typically what a hater is. So I saw these little skits, Jigs. What's upper? And I was gonna like show them to y'all like responses to give a hater. Did you want to elaborate like what a hater means to you?
A hater is somebody that want to talk trash while I'm eating breakfast and they're not. See, that's a hater.
Sensitive? I can hear a word you saying.
You can't hear me?
I can hear
Uh-oh.
you. Hey, boss lady and CC.
Can you hear me now?
Can y'all hear can y'all hear Jegs? Mm-mm.
Can you hear me now? Dun, 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 dun. Somebody do something about the
Jegs don't
computer.
love us. He don't love us. He don't
Somebody
love us.
do, somebody do something about the computer.
Boss lady, how you doing? Miss Cool Gamer. Mr. Cool Gamer. Sorry. DJ Ron the mechanic. Congratulations to your wife. Saying hi to everybody. Now I'm sure everybody and their mama. Oh, you hear both? Why I can't hear them? Uh-oh. Is it me?
I think it's you. I think it's you because I paid my electric bill.
I hear you. I don't know what happened. I can hear you now.
I'm about to say because I paid my electric bill.
What you got for us for breakfast? Hey, Stay.
Taking my grandson food again.
With some blueberry pancakes.
Blueberry pancake sausage.
I got my daughters on the go.
Oh, so we taking our kids' food now, huh?
Yeah, take your kids' food. Take your kids' breakfast day.
Hey,
Uh, I'm on a MacBook. I ain't even on the phone. Sweet Thumb said that's that iPhone stuff for you.
I'm not on my iPhone.
What's up, Stay? Say you going live today? I got my bell turned on because let me know. Well, shit, this probably might not be for you because you on everybody's live stream. After I get off the live, I get to running, doing stuff, and then like before you know it, it's like 5 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. I'm like, wow, I missed everybody and their mama. So I tried to turn my bells on for people who have like premieres and stuff like that. But yeah, by the time I sit back down, I'm like, well, missed that.
How you gonna say I'm up here on everybody's stuff? I got work to do.
You here, Swoop. Where should be at? Over there with old dog. I ain't no hater now. I know the show is about haters. I ain't no hater. I'm just saying, Jed, you everywhere.
Miss T talking about herself today. Talking about herself today.
What's up, Living Out Loud, the podcast? I like seeing more of your content coming through these the YouTube algorithm. Oh man, my hands are like super dry. And y'all don't forget. Okay, I think Stay Hall goes live tonight, and then Lacey J, she's giving her and Lachey are doing a giveaway on Friday, y'all. So don't miss that. So that's
Stay
it.
Hall live tonight at 7 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, towards like 10:50. I'm like, okay, time to shut it down. Let's see who all goes live. So I did want to also, before we start reading these little skits, I have, doing my thing. I hate when it's just my head. There we go.
What else should it be?
I mean, I need a little bit of my body, just like a little head. So I've been checking out. Go ahead, eat that sausage.
Pause.
Living out loud tonight too. Okay, yeah, we're gonna shut it down about 10:50, and then we're gonna do a rundown of who's going live tonight. What was I about to say? Daggone it. See, almost 50. Sammy Joe, what's up? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Lately, I've been going to other people's live streams. Well, I always do that. I go to try to find new live streams to go to and interact with them. So I met a couple of people in other live streams, and yeah, they've been bringing their community over here. So I greatly appreciate that. Yeah. So we're bringing more people into the community. So that's a good thing. Let me see. I wait till you finish eating till I ask you any more questions.
Why? Because you don't like the women I'm chewing my food or something?
I mean, if you want to eat and talk, that's fine. Did you say what a hater means to you?
A hater is a person that hates you just to hate.
Nothing else to do. Just
nothing else to do but just I don't like that shirt he got on. He got an ugly haircut. Okay. He talking about my mama.
Pretty much a hater. Oh my God. Look, she thinks she's something because she's on YouTube. She got a little channel. Yeah. That's me. I mean, she ain't perfect.
They think they're a movie star.
Okay, she thinks she's somebody. Yeah. Heard it all before. What's up, K Renee over there working out?
Denzel ain't never sat at my table.
Everybody saying hi to everybody. What's up, JK Gardner? Crafty Mom Creations. Hello, 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 hello. Cousin Gant's going to the bushes. Cousin Gant's another person being people's channels. When you be talking about people in the bushes, 90% of the time you talking about Cousin Gant. And he just there to show support, watch time, hit that thumbs up. One of the people who don't really speak too much in the lives. So that's what's up. I don't know when he works because he's like everywhere. Every time I turn around. But he swear he has a job. So that's my cousin, y'all. A hater is an insecure person who doesn't have the courage to do what they see you doing. That part. Just Ella, welcome in.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now I want to go back to this because, I think we all have, I have insecurities. So, but I don't think I'm a hater. I don't try to be. I don't know. You think sometimes we unknowingly hate on somebody?
You can do it unintentionally. Yeah, you can hate on somebody unintentionally, but in reality, you're doing it.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, here's my situation. I'm 4 away from 3,900. There are a lot of other people who surpassed me. They are just in the breeze. But a part of that is my fault because I do so many things on my channel. YouTube don't know where to put me. That's how I feel. YouTube don't are you gardening? Are you doing clothing reviews? What are you doing, Miss T? What are you doing? Are you a growing channel? Where do we put you in the algorithm? So that's kind of my fault. But then I'll be looking at some people and I'll just be like, wow, they're already at 5, 6, 7. Everybody's hitting their milestones and stuff. And I'm just kind of like, I don't think it's hating, but it's just kind of like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's hating because, truthfully speaking, if I was on here the way I should have been, I should have been up there where Lead Farmer at. Broke Farmer shouldn't have been beating me now because I've been on here longer than him, but Broke got all these people and I'm just at a meager little 1,600. and he ready to bust 10,000.
Broke is. I will give Broke his props. He's in case y'all don't know who Broke Farmer.
Broke. Ain't no. I'm just talking trash now.
Yeah,
That's
we just talking. We ain't hating. We just talking. He's been putting out videos, shorts, live streams, hopping up on other people's live stream. He's another person. I'm like, when do you go to work outside of YouTube? He's like really putting in the work. Like he's like a motivation. I'm like, right. Wow. But I feel what you're saying, Jigs.
Because hey, I'm not. I put it this way, realistically. If I really wanted the money and feel that this would take me to stardom, and I had stardom in my brain, yeah, I'd probably be 100% for this. And y'all know what color my desk over there is, and how many pictures I got on the wall, and y'all would know all that. But hey, I'm just me.
It's you just hanging out.
That's it.
Like I see some channels too. I'm not once again, we're not hey, we're just speaking. Like I don't know, some people grow, but like, okay, here's my thing. I want to grow.
Miss T, wait one.
Okay.
Give a disclaimer before we continue.
Okay, well, you give the disclaimer because I don't know how to disclaim.
To everybody that's in this chat, this is nothing personal that we have against you or about you. This is just some ideas that's rolling off our heads concerning YouTubing and the people that we look up to and people we look at. Just a disclaimer, people. Nothing personal.
Like,
Miss T, it's on you.
Take it away. Like I see a lot of people growing. That's awesome. But my thing is, I'm kind of glad that I'm growing the way I am because, like, as I'm growing, I want my channel to grow. I don't want to have like 1 million subscribers and only like 800 people watch. You know what I'm saying? If I have 1 million subscribers, I want like not like at least a couple thousand watching, something like that. Mm-hmm. I want my subscriber rate to grow and I want my watch time to grow at the same time. I don't want just one or the other. And Living Out Loud said she lives next to some haters. Always saying the N and R word. It's levels to this. It's levels.
Yes, it is. But like most people, I want to be on top.
Okay. And I get it. Some people would rather have like the subscriber count. But to me, it ain't going to do no good to have the subscribers if they ain't watching. Like,
right.
You got to watch something. You got to, why are we here? Like when people say, oh, you got a channel, I'm going to connect to your channel. But do you watch? Are you hitting that like button?
Well, me personally, I'm sure there's some, well, I have gotten a few emails, but I tell people, even when I subscribe to somebody, I'm coming to your channel. I don't do it right now. I don't do it tomorrow, but eventually I get there for the simple reason you're not the only person. I'm not the only person. And then again, you got a job. I got a job. As Miss T said, I'm always on YouTube. No, I'm not always on YouTube. It's just that it seems that way. I've got stuff to do. I got stuff to do around the house, and if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done.
Right. And I get it. Like a lot of us are content creators, so it's hard for us to make our own content, be on other people's live streams all the time, and support. And you know, I'm connected to who knows how many people, so I can't watch everybody every day.
Mm-hmm. and then you get that certain group that the algorithm or whatever you want to call it just actually push it there on your channel.
Yeah.
And before you start looking, you actually see everything right down the side. Oh, he's on, she's on. And that's where you end up going majority of the time because it's right there in your face.
Right. That's a good point. Like sometimes I hit the subscription button that tells me everybody I'm subscribed to, and I try to see who's live and stuff. But sometimes they just bring it to people, you know, who I'm like, I want to find the people who I haven't seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And we got the Sarah Happy Highs. What's up, girl?
Good morning, everyone. Miss T, Jegs.
How you
so good to see you.
You too.
No plans today?
Well, actually, I'm getting ready to extract some honey.
Okay.
Well, the one of my dead out colonies was honey bound, and there's 5 deep frames of this good blackberry tasting honey, so I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Well, and I'm excited. I'm letting I have my little laundry room that I do my uncapping, and I put a heater back there to get it warm, let that honey flow. So while I'm waiting for it to warm, I'm going to chat with everybody. Hey, I see Tim and Hannah, Tamika, Joshua, Sonia.
Oh, hold on. So you
Sandy
one of
Jo.
those, you know people on the first name basis.
I'm trying. That's how I want. When you come to my channel, I want you to be happy that you're there and you enjoy yourself and you leave feeling better.
Gunline said they want a community, not a fan base. That part.
Right. I'm looking for a community.
Right.
I want you to be able to come to me and say, hey, I learned this about honeybees. And I want to say, great, I'm glad you did. And let's, what are you going to do with it?
I really want a tutorial, like how to start from scratch. Like, I know you guys are more professional and everything, but like sometimes I'll be in the live stream showing my support and I'll be like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I need to learn more about
I was there too. I mean, and there's still some times when I walk into a conversation, especially about queen rearing, my eyes start glazing over. I'm like, wait, I got to step back and absorb or process this. And so, yeah, it can get overwhelming.
Yeah, it does.
So since we're talking about YouTube and stuff and haters and what you like on your channels, like where would you like to see your channel? Like, do you just want to just do it just for fun and whoever shows up? Or
I'm still trying to figure out, because I've got a ton of footage and I'm struggling with the editing software, and I don't want it to be like I have to do this thing because I don't need YouTube to keep bees. But I like having fun with you guys on YouTube.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I enjoy doing it. I have fun doing it. I don't know. Like sometimes I get my feelings just because the people I grew up with in the YouTube streets, I'm like, wow, they are really doing it. But I got a lot on my plate outside of YouTube right now, so I can't really put in that 125%. So I do wish them well. I'm like, dang.
Hey, there's my Whovian brother Kenneth. Hi, Kenneth.
See, saying
hey, Kenneth.
Don't Hurt the Harvest actually has a bee community also, and she's given me honey a couple times. And she's in Indiana also.
Sammy Joe is in Indiana?
No, Don't Hurt the Harvest. Let me go back. There she is.
Don't Hurt the Harvest. Good morning.
Yeah, we had an Indiana meet and greet. Her, Indiana Jackson, Mrs. Indiana Jackson. They make wine.
Well, I don't imbibe with the wine anymore, but I do appreciate a good wine.
Yeah, we did an Indiana meetup last year. We're going to have to do it again.
Well, and I do my best to get there. I've got things growing. People are calling and wanting my attention.
Thank you so much.
I'm having so much fun with it, though. I feel like I'm walking on sunshine.
I know we text often, and she's always like, I just be in the kitty carpool walking on sunshine.
Well, and that's why I don't have time to hate anybody. I am too busy having fun with these bees and y'all.
Well, see, that's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
And I was going to say something my dad used to say. There ain't a tater where they're digging.
There ain't a tater?
There ain't a tater where they're digging.
Oh, I'm going to need you to elaborate.
Miss T, a potato, one of the potatoes in the ground.
I mean, I know we're both in Indiana, but like you're more of the country part and I'm like more of the city folk.
Well, so see, and I mostly grew up in Michigan. Okay, so I'm a Michigander. I'm a troll, if you want to, because I live below the bridge. But my dad, and he had a good friend from Kentucky, and I think that's maybe where he heard it from.
Now, what does the tater got to do with the hate?
Well, when you go looking for potatoes, you got to dig them up.
Oh.
So if there's no, if you're not gonna give in to their hate, you just say there ain't a tater where you're digging and move on because there ain't nothing there.
I like that. The lights came on. Like,
I'll be country, but I'm not that country.
it ain't potato. It's tater. Ain't no tater.
Ain't no tater where you're digging.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing this morning? Welcome, RLM. Y'all got some hater slogans like Miss Sarah? That is hilarious.
I ain't got no slogan.
Hey, there's Bob. Good morning, Bob and Sarah and Sonia. And I feel like I want to say hi to everybody. I don't want anybody to feel left out.
I know
that's the hardest part, trying to say hello to everybody.
And then I get so tired trying to type in everybody's name because I do it on my phone a lot, you know, and then trying to do, and then I do
one finger. That one finger is one. If I lose that finger right there, I might be lost.
Me too, Jags.
I just want to say hi to Linda and Chip. And then I want to let me know if this is y'all. I'll be in the bed laying down. I go on the live stream. It's like 50, 60 people. And I say, hi, everyone. Hello, panel and everything. And then like 20 people be like, hi, Miss T. Not me and my one finger is just like, hello.
Trying to get it done.
But whenever I start smiling, you know, I'm like, oh, look. They remember me. They didn't forget about me.
But I do like it because if I go to a live stream where I say hi and nobody, like not even your moderators or anybody says hi, I'm like, so.
And then I just don't go back to that one. I mean,
I go to the bee community. We all know about bees and stuff, but there's probably a handful I say hello to, because some speak, some come over here and all that stuff, them I know. And then there's a lot I don't know. So I speak to the ones I know. And then if somebody else says, hey, J3, I'll just go punch it in. Right. But there's only a handful that I actually know because they've been coming over here as well.
Yeah, that's why I like going to Walker, because like even though he has like 60 or whatever, how many people he has, a moderator, somebody in the comments, somebody's going to say hi. Somebody's going to acknowledge me like, hello.
And that's why I kept going back to Bob's channel, because I remember the first time my first ever popping up on this YouTube stuff was on Bob's channel.
Now who's Bob now?
Walker Bee Ranch, Bob.
Wait a minute. Extracting honey sounds like some violence against the bees.
It's really not. And I checked, the other ones have sugar bricks and resources, so I'm not stealing from anybody. Just to be clear, I'm a good beekeeper.
There goes another Sarah's Happy Hives. Welcome. Don't hurt the harvest. Don't hurt the harvest. There's Sarah Happy Hives, and yeah, she has her bees and everything, and yes, Indiana.
And I wanted to put this out because yesterday Jegs got a little green around the gills from me getting some attention. I just wanted to let you know, go to him first, because right now I don't have any honey. I'm in, because the honey that I'm extracted is already promised to somebody else. I can't sell it. So go to Jegs first if he's got, and Bob I know has honey.
Oh, that's cool.
So Jegs, how are you keeping up with the amount of people that want honey? Like, do you have more bees than Sarah? Like, how does
you
that?
You might have more honey than me, so go get Jegs honey. In fact, when I'm able to, I'm gonna buy some of your honey, because I'm gonna start my own honey wall back here.
Hey.
No, I don't. It's just me, and I make honey. My kids, they was wasting it because I had so much. Then I had this one group of people that was just buying it. And then when I came, I'm not going to say when I came to YouTube, but I blew up in a year with my honey. And that's
kind of what happened with me. I was just, and I'm still just me. I'm not a business yet. I'm thinking about it though. I'm talking to my banker, and and trying to make some moves. but
That's what's up.
people keep, I mean, once they taste that your honey is authentic and genuine, pure, they want more. And
Mhm.
and I've got, for the past 2 years I've had the same return people, and I'm just so grateful and thankful, and I want to keep the bees happy and healthy so that we
Right.
can keep doing it.
Right.
That's a fact because, like, I had, like, for a minute, I had Don't Hurt the Harvest, Soil Sister, Jigs. I had everybody's honey. And then we went out, so I had to buy the Meyer brand honey. And my daughter's like, so where's the organic honey? Where's I was like, I'm working on it. I'm trying. So
Well,
that's
and
Sarah's honey.
sometimes the colonies die before they can make it, and that's a loss that we can't, because we can't produce it. I mean, the bees make it, we collect it. That's how it goes.
And you can't say what your neighbor is doing in this property. Your bees gonna go over there to their property.
Yep.
And then if they're using pesticides and all that stuff, you're gonna lose bees.
And it's
Mhm.
happened to me.
Right.
They bring it back and they die, and it's sad. But that you got to look at that as it's a new beginning for another colony, because they're going to start swarming again. It's what they do.
You want okay, let's get back to the hateration. Because I see Joshua Gabriel. Yeah.
Holleration.
Go, Sarah. Okay, so Walker Bob said, you want a community that likes your stuff for you. The content is bonus material.
He is right.
True.
That's
True.
right. I would like to learn how to get the royal jelly.
Me too. At Don't Hurt the Harvest. Yes, I'm trying. I've got a book and everything.
Now, the Bee Bible,
Mhm.
that's too much reading.
Wow.
They need to put that in a video.
Audio book.
Too much reading.
So Linda
I don't know if there
Rose,
is an audio book on the Beekeeper's Bible.
Linda's friend Rose said, that's why I say hey to everyone. And then when people individually say hi, I feel like if I don't return the hi, then she didn't say hi to me. She said hi to everybody else.
Right.
It's hard not to feel like that. But it's also, I'm trying to look, because if it's difficult for me to be answering back, then it's probably difficult for them. Maybe they got something going on in the background, kids screaming, tea kettle blowing off. I mean,
I do
consider the source.
Consider the source. Okay.
Right.
I do like it when, because sometimes I have people running on the TV and I'm like washing dishes or something. And like people who actually read everybody's comment.
Yeah.
Because I can hear like, oh, such and such said hi to Miss T. I'm like, oh, well, let me go to my phone and return the
I gotta go see now. Let me wait.
Right.
Let me get up.
Okay. Otherwise, I won't see the comments. I'll just like, oh, wow.
No, and then again, I don't read as fast as I used to too. And somebody said, "You didn't say hello to me." I'm sorry. Hello.
Maybe we need to put disclaimers in our about section. I meant to say hi to you. I really did.
Okay.
That's one reason I'll type in hello everybody. I'll type in some names, then I say hello everybody in chat, and then later on I say hello everybody in chat, and you have to catch it when you catch it. I'm not Superman.
Well, and sometimes I just put my
daddy.
earbuds in, and I put my phone in my pocket, and I listen while I'm doing stuff.
Right.
I get busy, and so I can't type back when I hear something. So I lose. But hey, I'm here for the party.
I'm there. What's up? All hell, she.
You're here.
We here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning to everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat. Bye, haters.
You didn't say hi to me, Jag, said Sammy Joe.
Excuse me.
Sammy Joe, hello. How you doing, young lady?
Raw honey is very tasty.
See, when they do that, I have to put a little bit of Barry White in there and everything, make it feel real good.
I never talk to diss people. I speak about love and positivity. I speak about positivity, but I'm more of a realist. Like I'm not a growth channel like, oh, everybody's gonna do great, you're gonna be amazing. Kumbaya. That's just not me. I lost a couple friends because of that too.
Well, me personally, I hate confrontation because I know where confrontation leads, and I'm able to control mine, but I try to help other people control theirs too. There's all right having fun and all that, but I hate to see it get out of hand. So
Yeah.
5 seconds.
What happens in 5 seconds?
5 seconds is what you need to, when you start, because that anger can slip out of control real quick. In 5 seconds, they'll bring it back to sit down.
Sarah, you are speaking nothing but facts. That's why we keep around Stay Hall, or as Jake says, Stace.
I really like her. I love her content. Miss Stay, yes, you are so dear to my heart. Yes.
We have lawyers, we have psychiatrists, we have, you name it, we got it in this community.
And that's what community is about. You know, when you see someone struggling in the community, you're like, hey, what do you need?
You know, back in the day when we had broken everybody up here talking about relationships, I used to be one of those people like, you ain't gonna change my mind. I see I progressed so much these last couple years, or this last year. I try to be more calm. Thank you, Stay. Thank you, Jigs, for being.
I'm working on you.
That growth, it's growth. It just does not happen overnight. It takes time.
I used to be one of the people on board. I'm not changing for nobody.
Have a great day, Sarah.
Let me catch up. Hey, RX. If you don't have haters, you're not succeeding.
Gotcha, Monroe. What's up?
How y'all feel about that? If you don't have haters, you're not succeeding.
Well, Jesus had haters.
Yes.
So there's got to be somebody. Like everybody.
I know he succeeded.
Well, spoiler alert. He wins. He beat the grave. Come on now.
That's it.
Hey, Bud Files.
And I say thank you, Jesus, in public. I'm not ashamed.
Amen.
She's making money moves.
Realistically speaking, we're going. No matter whether I'm the worst one up here, whether Miss Sarah's the best beekeeper ever,
there's no such thing. There's no such thing.
No, whether you're the best beekeeper ever, somebody's gonna like her because she's the best beekeeper. Somebody gonna hate me because I'm the worst beekeeper. But the point to it is, somebody just gonna hate somebody just to hate somebody.
Hey, let them whirl.
That's it.
Don't get me I can come to the east side in the daytime. Carry on. We can meet for brunch.
Just be gone before dark.
Yeah, when the street lights come on.
Well, and I'm trying to, because I've been in Indianapolis a little bit. I'm not real familiar, but I went up there for a fandom. I got to meet Ron Glass. He played in Barney Miller, and he was Shepherd Book and Firefly. We got to meet him in Indianapolis. And I was, and we went to another one in Indianapolis. I was dressed as Princess Leia from Star Wars. And I'm walking down the street getting all kinds of honks and waves, and I was just having so much fun.
That's awesome. I want to take the time. Shell Bell is here. She's not a content creator. She's a supporter. I met her through Jay Jordan, and she loves music and she loves supporting people. So I'm honored because she's been gone for a while. I'm glad to see she's well. Like people who aren't content creators, it's hard to try to catch up with them because they don't have content. So if you don't see them, you just don't see them.
Well, and I try to do email, but then all of my thoughts want to come out at one time,
right?
While I'm trying to type, and I have to I can't. It sounds stupid.
Hey, Valerie. We said, Bob. I'm feeling the love here this morning.
It's good for Bob. Bob's been through a lot. I don't want to tell it. Bob can tell it, but he needs some lifting up too. We all do.
Oh, should we do that broke thing? Come on.
Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Come on in, Bob.
Group up. Come on in.
Everybody get
we love you, Bob.
Look, here,
all right, Bob. Come on in. Come on in, Bob.
Come on, Bob. Sammy Joe. He makes some strawberry cream honey. Pretty good.
Strawberries and honey are just amazing combination.
Strawberries are my favorite out of all the fruits.
And put some of that honey on it. It's so good.
Mm. Shell Bell says hi to everybody. I call her Shell Bell. That's everybody prepared, soft tones. Nobody get irate. We got soft skills expert.
Good morning, Stay.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Stop it, Miss
Good
T.
morning.
Look, I just wanted to, while we were talking about haters, it's one of my favorite subjects, one of the things that I talk about a lot when I do public speaking. And I just wanted to lend this to us all, is the fact that haters are just merely distractions to keep us from reaching our goals. And the only reason we even acknowledge or are aware that we have haters is because we're having some doubts within ourselves. Because if we're moving on our path and we have our vision towards our goal, we're not even going to notice the haters because they're non-factors. They're irrelevant. They're not pouring into us or bringing anything positive. So I always use anyone or anything that I see as a hater as a way for me to gauge where I am and what my true focus is. And like you were saying, Miss T, we all have insecurities, and that's what insecurities are as well. They are distractions. Insecurities are our own haters within us, telling us that we can't do or why isn't this happening, and then it forces us to have that imposter syndrome. I'm just big on journey. Your journey is your journey, and so you have to stay laser focused on your journey, and your goal and your job is to not be distracted by outside influences, and therefore there will be no haters.
Amen. All right. We got you. Monroe is also in Indiana. I just wanted to look at the Indiana nation coming through.
You guys, you got to come to the Reeves Festival in August when we do. And I'm going to be doing Fun on the Farm. It's at the Henry Breeding Farm in Edinburgh, Indiana.
Okay. 45 minutes.
And when I know the dates, I'll put it on my website and everything. But yeah, come on out to that. That's a great place to just breathe.
I'm sorry, we're doing. Yesterday it was the Chicago talk. Now we're doing Indiana talk. So stay home. So I like how she said haters are just a distraction. They just want to kind of like put a wrench in your flow. Like how do y'all deal with like a hater? How do you deal with a hater? How do you deal with distractions?
I give them a wide berth. I don't give into because I'm not trying to catch another charge.
Wow. Oh. Wait a minute.
So
I'm just a little shocked because she said that.
Anger is a luxury I cannot afford. It's like alcohol. I can't do. Please don't offer me a drink when we get together. I love you. I'm gonna have fun with you, but I will not drink alcohol.
Okay.
And it's like that. I don't give into it. I don't.
Okay. That's how you.
I don't feed it because when you don't feed it, it can't grow.
True.
DJ Ron said you're doing awesome when haters pay attention to you, and Sheed is back.
I had to come up here for that one. So you mean to tell me the bees ain't the only thing that's getting busy around there? You don't want to catch a charge?
we all have our skeletons and whatnot. I ignore the.
That's another show.
That's
okay.
That's a whole other show.
Let's all lean in again. Let's give everybody hugs.
It was not my finest moment. Okay.
Hey, we live those dark moments. I've lived them myself.
Yeah, let's lean in again. Let's give another.
We can laugh about them now. We can laugh about them now.
Well, and it's
they're hugging for Sheed.
I did learn from it, so it wasn't for nothing.
Good morning to Sonia. Sonia said, just be you. If you don't like something about you, then you can work at becoming better version of you.
Amen, Sonia. Amen.
That's it.
Let's see. Oh, we're hugging. Everybody's giving Bob a hug.
You running kind of... No, not you. I forgot.
I said, I'm only 4 minutes.
No, I thought Miss Sammy Joe's running behind, but I forgot it's not her.
Girl, it's in the algorithm for everybody at least have one hater.
Right.
Somebody's hating on you. You may not be aware.
Well, and I mean,
you can tell somebody hating on you by reading the comments, and then you could just
to not have a hater at all.
Absolutely not.
Somebody's gonna hate you somewhere.
I mean, you're never going to be for everybody. So, yeah, there's
exactly.
always going to be somebody. But again, if you don't allow it to distract you, maybe you don't notice. I mean, and then there's some times where people give the backhanded compliments that's not always received, and people don't even realize they're being hated on. But it's just impossible. You're never going to be for everybody. There's always someone who's just waiting to see you fail.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they can whirl, they can just whirl on over there.
I'm gonna tell you plain and simple. I hate She because he's working every day. He's working every day.
Clutch my
Is
pearl.
that green again? Look, there's that green again.
Let me sip my pumpkin latte.
Hey, he's working every day.
I'm just saying, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's the new phrase out here. You gotta have haters to motivate you to be better.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna give you something to hate about. I'm gonna go do some more work on the weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, appreciate it. Give me motivation. I'm doing something good.
Hey, bro, you keep on working. I did my share.
Hey, you did the first quarter. You did the first half. I'm into the second half. You know?
No, I did the first and the
Next
second
generation.
quarter. I did the first and second quarter. You got the
I
last.
like that comment. Don't engage with the hater.
True.
Don't keep leading them on, and then they're gonna just keep on doing. And we got Bob. I learned Walker. We got Bob back here.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Bob is in the house.
You guys be careful what you ask for. I'll jump in now. I ain't scared.
I mean,
Not the problem.
Yes,
Say hi to everybody.
Haters. I mean, that's a tough one, right? So one of my favorite people, if you get a chance to look it up on YouTube, Grant Cardone. He's like this financial millionaire guy, right? But he talks about haters, how much he loves haters, because if you're not doing nothing, nobody cares, right? They don't hate on you when you ain't doing nothing. But when you're propelling yourself forward, that's when all the hate they want to bring you down, and you just gotta say, hey, you wouldn't be hating me if I wasn't doing something, you know.
Right.
So
that's it.
You just gotta roll with it. But yeah, it's been a tough year, what Sarah was saying. So 5 years ago, we moved from Georgia back to South Carolina to take care of my mother with Alzheimer's, and she just passed in December. So, you know, we're dealing with all that. Last year, Sarah, when the Swarm Lure came out? My Swarm Lure line?
I do believe, last year was difficult for me because my
David,
father passed away.
He's a beekeeper.
A year and a day before Bob's mom.
And
hey, David.
So we came out with our own Swarm Lure line, and it started doing good. So I started getting letters from other Swarm Lure companies legally, you know, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. And so I had my lawyer send them a nice letter, and they all went away. So it's just a constant struggle as you're climbing that ladder. Somebody's on there trying to pull you down, you know.
New levels, new devils.
I want to say hi to Living Out Loud, the podcast. But before you speak, I just want to read this from Wellness. She said, focus. That's why I don't set goals on numbers I can't control. I focus on me and what I need to do. And life kind of remains drama free. If I do have haters, they are wasting their energy. So how do y'all feel about not setting goals?
I try not to look at that subscriber number. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't need it to be a certain number to be happy.
There's a good mantra. Some will, some won't. So what?
And that's it.
Some will like you, some won't like you.
I joke about it because there was one week I shared Bob, hey, we're going to go live with Bob. And then I lost a subscriber. And I was like, hey.
You're going live with me. Oh.
Somebody don't like you, Bob.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't like me. I mean, and that's all right. It's all right. You're not going to get along with everybody. So
yeah, there are some some people that like try to like be on everybody's side on their live stream. I was like, just a second ago, you were just on this side of the stream, whatever.
I keep receipts. You know, that's one of my big problem. I keep receipts. So when someone says something, it sits back in the back of my head, and then they keep going and keep going and keep going, and then it's like, but you just said this, and I'm the guy that'll say that, right? I'll bring it out, and some people don't like that, and I get it, but I can't change me. I'm just me.
That's like, everybody's not the same. Yeah. Hey, Living Out Loud, how you doing?
So,
good morning, Miss T, and everybody else from the panel and the chat. Good morning. Okay, look, now y'all got me nervous. Y'all got me nervous because I don't have a clear understanding.
What is the strawberry honey?
that's strawberry creamed honey.
Oh, okay.
That looks
wow.
amazing.
Yes.
So, yep.
I'm sorry, Living Out Loud. Go ahead.
Understand it. He distracted me with this honey. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Look, I done got a new hater. No, I'm
You
just kidding.
ain't on my storytelling. Okay, look, y'all. Okay, I'm nervous because Karma is a mother. Shut your mouth. And I don't want nothing coming back on me. And I don't have a clear understanding of what you all or what we are calling hateration. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying this. So there was a channel that I fell upon, and I started watching it, and I started to feel some kind of way about content. So I began to make comments. Now, some of the comments were encouraging, trying to get her to think differently. But after a while, my comments became a little snarky. Now, she accused me. She responded to my comments, and she accused me of hating. And I'm not sure. What I said was, I got a problem with how you are. It seemed like panhandling to me. I got a problem with you being out here on these streets panhandling and then using religious doctrine as your foundation, but you got attitude and you guilt tripping people because they are not giving. And so I said, what I said was, I got a problem with the fact that I'm out here working hard, creating content, and you out here begging. And yeah, so she accused me of hating.
Being a content creator, you have to learn how to answer all sides. Like, everybody's not going to agree with you. Like, all the comments I get, try to answer in a positive way. Like, don't fall into like drama. Y'all agree?
My answer is usually, I appreciate your comments. Thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you.
What else? I mean,
you don't have to always comment. That's a thing too. Like, just because someone leaves a comment, you're not obligated to respond. Sometimes the best response is no response. I run into that on TikTok all the time. There are people that I just leave on red, as the kids say, and they never hear back from me. And sometimes I'll go ahead and leave their comment up there and not delete it, because guess what? Somebody else is going to see the comment and say something to them. So I'm like, yeah, you go ahead and fight that battle, because I don't have a minute for it.
Right. One thing I would never do is just be like, keep falling into that non-ending conversation. Just like, well, I'm sorry to hear that you don't like it, but this is how I feel, and I'm not gonna let you get in my feelings like that.
And 9 times out of 10, when they do that, as long as they can keep talking to you and got you confused and bombarded and everything, you're not really talking about your real issue. And that's what they want to do. So the people, they're waiting. Okay, Miss T, what up? What? But you're busy having that conversation with her. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, as long as they can distract you from everybody else, they're happy.
Yeah, and I think in that case, Living Out Loud, she used the word hater towards you incorrectly, because some people feel like anytime somebody disagrees with them, they're hating on them. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, I can disagree with you, but that doesn't mean I'm hating on you, because in my opinion, a hater is somebody who truly is an admirer. They see what you're doing and they wish they can do it. And since they can't, they're just going to have something negative to say. It's not just a simple disagreement.
Okay. Gunline says there are not much commenters, but more of commentator.
I give you a good example.
That's got to be Tim.
A few weeks ago, well, about 1 or 2 months ago, I received an email, and it was talking about an issue that me and another content was creator was talking about, and he said, "Oh, y'all going to hell for the simple reason we eat pork."
Mm.
Wow.
So I made my statement, and after that, I didn't respond to anything. I don't talk to him, don't look for him or nothing. I just gave him Bible verse and all this other stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, we were done with it.
Okay. Well, social media, you need to put in fillers in place. It's the World Wide Web.
Not everybody's running on the same cylinders you are.
Mm-hmm.
True. If you speak to people, if they speak back, hold on. Yep. It's like if you speak to people, if they speak back, move around. Don't let that bother you. Some people, like, I've gotten messages like after a live stream, "Are you mad at me, Miss T?" Well, no. You didn't speak to me in the last couple. I didn't see you. It's like 50 people. Like,
And them comments are
like
scrolling by, right? And
I'm
you know, the hard thing is, and I struggle with my kids on this, when they text me or they put a comment on something in a chat box, you can't tell where they're coming from. It's just words on a paper, right? Well, did they mean that sarcastic? Because I'll still whoop them, even though they're 30, right? So, but you know, and you can't always tell. So sometimes you got to pick that phone up and say, "Hey, I didn't mean to upset you. That wasn't where I was coming from. Where was you coming from?" But you can't do that on YouTube, right? Not all the time. I mean, I got a lot of friends that I could call, but you can't tell when somebody's saying something if they're being sarcastic until they've done 2 or 3 more comments to see what they're trying to say. I struggle with that a lot.
I've done that before. Like, I try to speak back positive, and they keep coming back with negativity. I was like, "You're a hater. You're an official hater." And what's up, Chocolate Drop? I try to see where they're coming from because I can't call that person like you said. So yeah, it's like, okay, I see where you're at, sir or ma'am.
And just keep rolling.
Right.
But the content thing, this is going to sound selfish, but I make content for me. I enjoy getting on these streams and talking to people and socializing because, you know, I don't go out to the club. I don't go hang out with my boys. This is what I do to hang out with my people.
Well,
right?
And then you're at home with your wife too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm home. She's
well. I'm gonna have to. I'll still be in the chat, guys. I got a phone call. I gotta go.
But you know, and this is social media, and we're being social, right? And when you get joking with your friends, sometimes they say stuff that you don't, you know, you'd be like, "What was they talking about? That didn't even come out right," you know. But you know that person, you know them, so you know what they meant, right? They weren't trying to be mean to you, but
some people I do know. Yeah, I know.
And then the other people, you know, when they say something, all right, I got them. There's that receipt back there.
Welcome in, RBS and more. Welcome. Hey,
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a question. Okay. So y'all know that I am an artist. I went to school for it. I am accustomed to critiques. All of my work was critiqued. Critiquing is for improving, is for looking at the art piece, getting another point of view in order to improve the art piece. Then the way I see YouTube, I see it as a medium, just a way to display my artwork. And so I welcome critique, but now that's just me. And so since I welcome critique, I figure everybody would welcome critique, but that's just not true, is it?
No.
Not
Everybody
everybody.
can't handle
Not
a
everybody.
good critique.
Well,
Right.
there's a select difference between constructive criticism
Uh-huh.
and criticism,
Criticism.
right?
Yes.
If I came to you and I said, I really like what you did here, but I think if you'd done this, it might have been a little bit better, right? That's constructive criticism. If I came up and said, that looks bad, that's just criticism, right? They don't give you a reason why. They're not trying to help you or anything. They're just trying to tear you down. And sometimes that's hard to tell in a text, right? Or in a chat box or in a message or something.
I agree. Welcome in, Farmer Marshall. Stay, did you want to elaborate? Are you good?
No, I'm good. Good,
Sorry, I
thanks.
thought you was about to say something. I'm sorry.
I was, but no, he pretty much covered it. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, y'all asked. Remember, y'all asked me. I talk now.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Fresh and Fire said, I'm old and grown. If you want to argue on a channel, delete. If you are disrespectful to us, someone in the comments, delete. I don't have any time. Positive vibes only. I'll the leader.
Right.
And see, I'm just the opposite. I want to know why you say what you say. Why are you saying this? What's your motivation? What's going on in you?
So you the one keep them going.
Yeah, you keeping them going. I'm sorry, Jay. What were you gonna say?
No, that living out loud. You keep them going, and you want to find out this and find out that, and the whole point to it all is, I just want to tell you that you ain't no good, and that's it. But why you tell me I ain't no good?
What is it? Which part? What can you be specific in your no good? What in particular is no good?
No good.
They won't ever give you the answer, though. It's been my experience that they won't come straight with what they really mean, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You'll never get a straight answer.
And some people just like to have that argument.
Right.
To have an argument. Some people are like that. You ever had that friend that if you like the Cowboys, they're going to like it's not the Redskins anymore, but you know what I mean? They're just going to, whatever team you want, they're going to come from the other side because they like to have that debate constantly.
Right. And if I'm living in my mother's basement and I'm big, rusty, and all this other stuff, don't have any friends, but I can come on YouTube and start a little argument with you. And I know this argument's going to keep me going for about a good 30, 40 minutes. I'm happy with you because you're keeping me entertained. You're getting upset, but you're keeping me entertained. So, hey, we good.
Is anyone familiar with the think method? Frugal Mama said they talked about that last night. Everything's not meant to be said. I'm not sure what the think method is.
Unfortunately, people didn't get the same training most of us got, where if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Fresh and Fire said to living out loud. People are stuck in negativity. Some people are stuck in negativity and don't even realize it. You just gave them an audience to continue. Yeah, you're feeding into it.
That's it.
Miss T. The think method is just it's exactly that, like thinking before you speak. I teach on it all the time. It's kind of like you don't need to say the quiet thing out loud. So the T is for before you say something, is it true? And then the H is for, is it helpful? I is it inspiring? N is it necessary? And K is it kind? Those are all things that you need to think about before you say what's in your head. And so it's something that I teach in a lot of my sessions, because everything that you think does not need to come out of your mouth. And so some things, like I said, my little phrase for it is don't say the quiet thing out loud. Just because you think her dress is ugly does not mean that you need to tell her dress is ugly. Because again, is it inspiring? Is it helpful? If the information that you're wanting to share does not fall under any of those categories, then that means you probably don't need to say it.
This is why we keep stay hall around.
Before we continue, Ms. Hall, could you please send that to me, considering my channel is Think About It?
Yes.
Send that to me.
Yeah, I sure can. J3, and that's awesome wellness. Yeah, I believe in the think method 100%.
Sammy Joe said, living out loud, not everyone wants to help you learn. They just here to do their thing. And no cowgirl zone. It was just an example.
Oh, you brought up Tay Wheat.
Tay Weezy. Robert Gann says, question, how do you deal with a person or people hate and probably don't realize they are haters? Anybody?
Well, you can't deal if they're a hater and they don't know they're a hater. You really can't deal with them because they're not going to listen to what you got to say. They have to actually come in the knowledge of them being a hater.
Right. And that's the thing I was going to say, J3. It's one of those things where there's going to be a combination, right? Now, there are some people, like maybe all of us included, who have had our hating moments. And then we kind of recognize it and check ourselves like, okay, I'm just being a hater. It's just human nature. But people who that is their personality, you're going to have a combination of things going on. First of all, that's going to be somebody who's hating all the time is probably extremely insecure. They're probably a know-it-all. They're probably passive aggressive. They're probably like all of these different things. So that's why I speak about, and what my show is going to be about tonight, shameless plug, but not as relevant, is the importance of therapy, right? Because people walk around completely unaware, totally oblivious. And the ones who give the hate are usually the most sensitive. So if you go back to them and say, you know what, it's like you're hating or you say this and that, then they're going to be sensitive. Like, oh my God, how dare you say that to me? You're so mean. And so that's why I leave that stuff up to the professionals. I'm a life coach. I'm not a therapist. So in my coaching, I direct a lot of people to therapy because you need a therapist, not a coach.
Okay.
Well, let me correct you right now.
Okay.
For this community, you are our therapist because you already have a lawyer, so you will take the position of therapist now.
He said you will take the position.
You will.
I'm flattered. However, that's illegal. So I don't want to be sued.
Welcome in, my beautiful Shade. How you doing?
Hey, y'all, I enjoyed it, but I got to get back to the day job before I don't have one anymore.
Okay. All right. Take it easy now.
Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
Yeah. I just seen the image of Stay when she was talking with her husband and he said something. She put her hand over the camera. I thought she was going to hit Judge. Oh, wait a minute now.
Yeah, I can't have no witnesses because I was about to take him out. I forget what he said, but yeah, I can't have no witnesses.
So Mindfully Crochet came in with a good statement. She said, so true. Kindergartners do not have the think filter. Yesterday, a kindergartner said, you look funny without your glasses. Make sure you don't act like a kindergartner. Love that. Don't act like a kindergartner.
Absolutely.
I see.
So funny. Yeah, that's funny because I even say that when people ask me about my training and coaching, they're like, well, who could benefit from what you do? And I always say, starting from kindergarten, because active sharing is a soft skill. So that is so true.
What are you going to say, She? Your boss there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, I have a mute on my headset, so I'll be muting myself sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the headset.
Really? All right. So basically, when it come down to it, I seen this video yesterday with this little girl. She was like, she went up to her mama. She said, "Did you get a divorce?" And the mom was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "How you got kids without a husband?" And she was a 5-year-old. And the lady was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Kids these days, like, no filter. Like, they literally know something and they just throw it out there without even thinking and saying. And most people, your haters, that's what they do. They come at you all sorts of ways. Like earlier when Jay was talking about it, there are people that come online because they have no life. Like you say, the people in somebody's basement, they come to be a different person. When I'm online, y'all know me, truck driving dude, working all that. But far as y'all know, I could be a therapist, I could be a doctor, because I can portray that online. I can look up a couple of studies, talk about theses and things like that. And that's what most people do. They come online just to cause havoc, and you never really know who they are.
Welcome in, Shannon B. Let us know what you think about the haters. What do you think? Consider a hater. all that stuff. Exactly. Teaching my first grader and fourth grader, everything starts at home. Yeah.
Right. And believe it or not, well, I'll say it because I done raised 5 children. But if you don't teach your children growing them up, and if you don't teach them when they become even 3 and 4, they see and they do what they see on TV or what they see other people do and say. They don't do how they was trained to respond to people. So therefore, there's no filter.
Right. Also, welcome in Dolores and Natcha Kemp and Tampa Creek Homestead. Not sure if I spoke, but hello.
Now, when Betty Lou was around, you didn't see me open my mouth unnecessarily because of 2 things my mama did. She'll look at me, and if I ran my mouth unnecessarily, she said, "I'm gonna get you when we get home." But in the process, she give me a little pinch on the skin. I know I'm getting my butt whooped when I get home.
I remember that. You get the look, you get that comment, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get effed up. I'm gonna, I done messed up." And we got African Dreaming. What's up, sir?
What's going on, Miss T? How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Al.
Hey, panel. Hey, chat. Hi, y'all done pulled me out the bushes this morning. Now, I'll be, I give my support. Yeah, you pulling me in, baby. I give my support. If I'm busy, which I usually am this time of morning, I listen, hit the thumbs up and keep it pushing. But a lot of good points made, excellent points made by all. But look here, Stay Hall got to tell me where she got that hammer running around hitting them nails on them heads like that, boy. Cause baby, real talk. If you would notice everything that she just articulated so well and laid out, oftentimes from my lived experience, some of your biggest haters are some of the most insecure people you could ever encounter. And the only good bright spot in it, in my opinion, it allows you, the individual, the recipient of said hate, the opportunity for some self-discovery, because it lets you, it allows you to show who you really are and how you're gonna handle that level of adversity. And sometimes privately, sometimes publicly, but it really puts you in a position where you can show what you're made of and find out. You might learn some things about yourself, especially when you wonder why it's coming your way. Why does this person feel that way? So on and so forth. And to a few of the questions Ms. Teeton asked this morning, for me personally, I just keep it pushing. The lack of acknowledgement really drives the haters crazy, because you're not worth my time. You're not worth my attention. I don't want to give, like J3 was just saying, people feed off of that. It's an energy thing. It really get them off to know that they've disrupted your day, your hour, your week, your month, your moment, whatever. So I will deprive them of that level of gratification. You might find it somewhere else, but you ain't gonna get it from me, baby. Not today.
I got a question, and I'm piggybacking off what you're saying. Question: is it possible, Stay Hall? Is it possible, chat, to change the mindset of a hater?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I just believe that's not my ministry. I stay in my lane. It's not my job to change anyone. I'm working too hard and putting too much effort into changing me every day. My only goal and my only responsibility is to be the best version of myself every single day. And if I'm putting that much energy into somebody else, then that means that I am lacking in what I'm doing for me. So that's just not, I mean, and I don't think it's possible, because in order for somebody to change, first they have to recognize that there's a need to change. And I can't force them to have that need. So my short answer is going to be no.
Again, this is why we keep Stay Hall. So it's not my job to change you. I'm trying to do me. Right. I love it.
So everybody everybody is not your ministry. Everybody is not your challenge. Sometimes you have to leave people right where they are. And I truly believe that I am here to make an impact. So therefore, anyone who's paying attention to me, whether they're looking at me in a positive light or a negative light, If it's from a negative place, then just watch me, and maybe seeing my actions and how I navigate life will be that example that you need to change. But I don't have to actively be involved and have my hands on you. It's just
Give me a
like
call when you get there.
maybe you change that hate to, let me mentor you
All right.
far, but I don't have to actively be involved, because sometimes your actions are enough for somebody to be like, dang. I mean, I've had people, true story, come to me who have admitted that they did not like me or were hating on me, and would say, for some reason, I just didn't like you. And a lot of times I feel like it's because my light is disrupting your spirit. And so you have a hard time with it. But because they toiled with it for so long, they had no choice. And I would have never known otherwise. But now they're like, oh my gosh, I really love you. You're so cool. You're so down to earth. And I'm always looking at them. Well, congratulations. Good for you. Because you've been missing out. Because I've been the bomb since you was hating.
Well, I'm just going to throw this bit in there. As Stacey's the one that dragged this out because she said it wasn't her ministry. Yes, some haters you can change, but you have to have the time, and you also got to have a word from God to actually put that time into them, because Satan is busy too.
So if you have the time, if God,
if God put that time, if God put that notion in you that you should talk to that person, yes.
I feel African dreaming in my spirit. What you guys?
Yeah, I'm like, what you got, African dreaming?
Yeah. So how about no?
Hey, you have to realize there's different people for different situations.
Right. He's still working on me, baby. I ain't that.
I know. And we're trying to get you to eat beef, but you're still on the squirrel right now. It's all right.
I am. And look here, that's a self-indulgence that, and again, to piggyback and co-sign for Stay. No, I'm grown. We all grown. I'm not finna mentor another adult. That's just me. There are people who fall in that capacity, who have the wherewithal to do that on a day in, day out basis. I mentor my younger family, people in the community I'm cool with, that I have some type of relationship. But that's a big distinction between social media for me and actual physical, real, interactive day-to-day life. I came here with a purpose and a game plan. For one, is to have fun and enjoy myself. For two, is to grow my channel. That is not my purpose and or intention. If you can't learn something from me by my example, as I learn from others, like if I wanted to get into beekeeping, well, guess what? I got a J3 I could go to. But baby, I'm a grown man just like you a grown man. I'm just not into the business of really either hand holding or consoling my fellow adults in order for them to remanage their behaviors. Like
so it's not in your ministry.
No, baby.
Right.
No.
But see, here's the thing too, African dreaming. Let me tell you something about what you're doing and how some people get the difference between mentor and coach mixed up as well. What you do, I'm going to say, with your younger family members and the people that you choose to be there for and be an example, you are coaching them. You're not mentoring them. You're coaching them because you're hands-on, and you're probably giving them advice even when they don't know they need advice, and you are there for your support. Mentoring is different. People feel like, oh, I'm going to get a mentor, and they really mean a coach, because a mentor does not even have to know that you're mentoring them. A mentor means that you've just identified someone who is doing the things that you would like to do, and you admire how they carry themselves through life, and you just watch and emulate them. People who tell me I'm their mentor, I haven't even known that. Like, it's not your job as a mentor to check in with people. That's your job as a coach. And so sometimes people get that confused. And so it's like, yeah, if you want me to mentor you, that's fine. Just watch what I do. And if I have time to answer a question every once in a while, I'll do that. But coaching is more hands-on. And that's probably what you want.
Absolutely, Stay. And this is not the Boys and Girls Club, man. This is YouTube. This is
so
YouTube.
JK Gardner, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Brought up a good point. If a hater doesn't realize they have an issue, they won't change. So in kind of a way that JK's kind of like, you got to let them know, you got to feed in just a little, like, hey, this is hating. You're hating. Do y'all agree?
Right. I do. Ask the
It-
right questions and make them think about what they're saying or thinking. Why are you thinking this way? What do you do?
True enough. I put it this way because a lot of this came from the word ministry. There are going to be some haters on here. Some you can help, some you can't. Some you'll pay attention to, some you won't. Plain and simple. Everybody needs a help. Everybody needs a help. Everybody needs some help. And someone basically come on here to be a pain in the butt to get help.
I agree. I agree. And well, to an extent, and also to what Miss the last
Living Out Loud.
Living Out Loud, the young lady that was speaking, Living Out Loud. I think to that it's a matter of concern. And for me, I think it's just a part of my personality. I don't even have the inquisitiveness to desire the why behind people hate the way they hate or what motivates them to do it. All I know is they doing it. I don't worry whether you hit me or run into my car at 30 miles an hour or 60. I'm more focused on the fact that you were driving and should you be driving or not. So I just personally don't have the level of concern as to what the motivation behind it is, what enticed you to feel that way. Is it how I look? You don't like the fact that I got locks or maybe my accent or something. I ain't worried about you because I just don't care enough. But I think that goes into more of a personality trait than anything.
Right. When you lived as long as you have, bro, you just tend not to care about everything. I understand.
Hey, I'm the only one on this panel.
Hey, that's it. When you get that Methuselah status, you be like that at times.
That's it.
Sammy Joe in Nova Scotia. When I know someone is hating on me, I just say to myself, I'm the nicest person that I know. Your loss. Okay.
Hey, simple way of putting it.
Yeah, and I guess for me, which I shared from y'all, I have a huge ministry background. My husband is a pastor. I was a quote unquote first lady for years. And so the reason why I say certain things aren't my ministry is because I also realized during those years in that position that I was in, that people will actually drain the life out of you with their issues with no real intent to change. Really, all they want is vent, complain. And so that's why I just have always taken the stance once I learned that lesson is being able to mentor from afar. And when you're ready to change and when you have that set in your mind, then you'll start to take action. But trying to plead with somebody to see something different and explain a different viewpoint, it will literally drain the life out of you. And I have vowed to never do that again. And so I make an impact, but only on people who are willing and open to receive it.
Okay. Welcome in, OCD. And then Wellness said remanage their behaviors.
I want to offer another perspective about the word ministry. I see the word as a verb. It is an action word. It's a title, absolutely, but it is also a verb. It's an action word, to minister. And so I need a title.
Now hold on, what device are you using? An Android? Because you're breaking up. Yeah, what are we doing here?
Using that tablet that they just brought to her house.
Using that tablet. I'm letting the Lord use me right now. And
you're breaking up.
Using.
Miss T, stop.
Oh, it's the devil. I swear it's the devil. I was saying something good.
Look, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, she must be on that free tablet.
Yeah.
The Lord wanted me to interrupt and ask. I'm sorry. African Jimmy told me to stop.
Miss T, it sounds like you actually being active in your own show. You're hating right now, especially on Android.
I was just asking, was that the free tablet? Are we correct?
No, I'm on my phone. Now the battery was low. I had to check and make sure that it's plugged up good, but no.
Okay, you sound a little better now.
Okay, continue. Living Out Loud.
Don't get out of lost my thought. I swear.
You talking about the verbs and the pronouns?
The ministry and
Yes, minister. To minister is a verb, and anybody can minister at any time that they have the opportunity. And what I'm suggesting is that if a hater crosses my path, well, I should probably stop because I live next door to a hater. And I did not respond the way that I'm about to suggest that I might respond. I responded in a very different way. And I'm not going to go into that because I hear the lead attorney saying, shut up, Miss Christine, because now I'm being a hypocrite. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up because but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better. I'm not trying to be the same person I was way back when.
Just back on out of that conversation.
There you
go. Yeah, I'm back.
Woosha.
Hey, what's up, She? Good morning, bro. But to
living out loud.
Yeah, not just to living out loud, but she said the word ministry. And then Stay House said something, so did J3, and I think I saw in the chat it might have been She is Sunshine. Somebody said emotional vampire, and that's what my biggest takeaway from what that part of the conversation entailed, which is overall, whether you hating or whether you just super needy or super longing. And don't get me wrong, I've had my needy moments. I'm going through a lot of emotional things right now. I may not reflect it publicly because, you know, being an adult, I choose to handle my ups and downs in a certain fashion. But some people will just literally drain you, suck the life out of you, you know, have you feeling like you done ran 10K and it ain't even 10 o'clock in the morning. And they all have the same goal, whether it's to either publicly shame you or leave you in dismay in some way, shape, or form, or just to be that person that constantly needs your attention to a degree that it's exhausting. And I just ain't got time. Do that make me a bad person? Because I say I'm grown and I don't want no parts of your whatever it is you doing because you silly and I'm busy.
No,
okay.
I'm going to say no. One of my favorite lines is, I do not have the capacity to babysit grown folks' emotions.
Amen.
I can't.
And can you imagine if you married that person?
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
I put it this way, I'm glad I didn't.
If you can correct yourself, I will do it for you gently, but you'll get it. That's all I got nowadays. And
sometimes that's all that needs to be said, Miss T. Sometimes that's all you can say it.
Fresh and Fire says she still stays friends with him. No, I'm cutting you off. Like I don't need that type of energy. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't fade it.
Sometimes I'll answer the phone, and sometimes I won't. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But you know what?
It's about setting boundaries.
You know what? I have saved that contact as leech in my phone. Yes, I know what they want. They want to suck the blood right out of me. And sometimes I'll answer the phone, but most of the time I won't.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes,
So I had a hater, and they was a part of my family. So what I did was, you know, back in the day when we used to do the ringtones, and one of my coworkers heard my ringtone, and they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, some backstab. And so he was like, who ringtone is that? And when he heard that, I ain't gonna say that because it's kind of personal. Everybody gonna laugh at me. But the person, when he was like, hold on, you gonna do that person like that in your family? I'm like, yeah. He was just shocked. And then I had like people name saved in my phone as well as don't answer. This person is blah. After you see all them characters, you're gonna look at the phone like, what is all? Oh yeah, that's that hater. Bye.
Put Sunshine statement back up there, Miss T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, co-host.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Sometime when we deal with hate, we have to realize we are dealing with something beyond the flesh.
Ooh, this present darkness.
I have to come with that for the simple reason is, true enough, I'm on this tube right now. I'm enjoying Miss T, Miss Hall, African Dreaming, Living Out Loud, and he here. I'm enjoying each one of y'all right now. But the enemy does not like it because we're together, we have one mind, and we're talking about something that make us better. The enemy does not like that. So somebody that comes in right now, they will draw and throw in a whole bunch of mess to destroy this, or to put somebody against one another, or just to confuse you that you don't do the good thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree. I think in life sometimes. Hold on, can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I think sometimes in life it's deeper. I mean, I think sometimes we dealing with elements beyond the flesh 100%. But also in this conversation, and this is not towards what it's not. I'm just adding to a part of that conversation. This ain't against Sheed or against Miss the young lady in the corner, bottom corner.
Living Out Loud.
Yeah, Living Out Loud. Miss Living Out Loud. But it makes me want, and maybe this just because this how I move, because everybody gets it. I don't care if you a first cousin, auntie, uncle, everybody, friend from high school, everybody can be cut off. So I'll start there. And then to add to that, if you still entertain people, this is my question. If you still entertain people that you know good and doggone well, don't mean you know good. Do that mean you like a little, you got a taste for bud yourself a little bit? I'm just asking. Because if I mean, like, if we're going to talk about it for real, what is it in you that still gives you the longing and desire to deal with people who done showed you 3, 4, 5, 11, 37 times, it ain't going to work out. They ain't no good for you. Why? Why
the love of God? I know we shouldn't be going there, but the love of God.
Okay, well, see, we speaking from two different. I'm a heathen. I'm a heathen.
And it is different. And sometimes we do. I mean, and again, not at all to dispute or argue your point at all, J3, because we're all different. But I know that was a place that I came from a long time ago. You know, I always felt like, the love of God, I'm supposed to love everybody or whatever. But I also know that he did not create me to be in the midst of chaos or for me to be mistreated. And so sometimes the best thing that you can do for yourself and that other person is to cut them off. And I let people have access to my life for way longer than I should have, because I thought that's what I was supposed to do until I learned differently. And so now my cutoff game is strong. And I'm much like African Dreamer said. I literally, I mean, and if you listen to some of the things that I say, you know, on my own platform, I will talk about, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's the person that gave birth to you or the person you gave birth to. If it is toxic, if it's not right, I'm cutting you off, because the love of God doesn't only exist for them, it exists for me as well. And so I have to make sure that I'm keeping myself in the best possible mindset so that I can receive everything that's for me. And if somebody else is interfering with that, cut off game.
Absolutely. Period. And lack of access is not lack of love. I can love you from a distance. We talking about access to me. Right. We talking about access to calling my phone in weird hours, access to emailing me, or access to my conversation. Baby, my time precious just like everybody else's. So that don't mean I have disdain for you, or I don't like you, or nothing like that. That just means you ain't got access to me like that. Yeah, baby, y'all should try it. Peace is beautiful. Peace is a beautiful thing.
And let me tell y'all a secret. Look, just between us and the entire World Wide Web, true story. I just got like one of those long texts from someone in my family, one of those texts that as soon as you open it up, you know it ain't no good. And it like takes up your whole screen. And what I did was responded with, apologies. Unfortunately, this person has activated their phone to where certain texts cannot be received. And that's how I responded to them. And I have not heard anything yet. So I felt like, let me go ahead and put this out there and make it look like it came from my cell phone carrier. So maybe they won't even waste their energy. And I did not read the text, but that was how I responded to them. So in their mind, I never even got the text, which is like, so don't even waste your energy doing that again, because it's not going to be received.
Cold busted. You just snitched on yourself.
I don't care. I'm proud of it.
They gonna call you tonight.
What's up, James? White chocolate.
Well, hey, I'm not ashamed to say it. I've got family I grew up with, but I don't socialize with, don't call, don't, because I know what the conversation will be. And they supposed to be living right, but the head ain't right. So I don't socialize.
I'm sorry, Miss T. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just want to read 263B's. We have to be spiritually built up to the point at God's children change the atmosphere because we battle against the prince and power
of the air.
Okay.
This
the enemy.
Darkness.
We bringing God up in here. Okay.
No, we ain't.
I know we're not supposed to talk about religion and politics. My bad. I'm the one who started it by saying it wasn't my ministry. My apologies.
Yes, State, it's all your fault.
It is.
But that's all right. Hey, we could talk religion. We could talk. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
I like the man. I like the.
Jed, you get that comment? Did you dye your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a natural dye.
Okay.
I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch it. It just comes.
Last time I answered the phone, my mother-in-law told my husband to file divorce. No thanks. Goodbye.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
African women. Some people have been raised to accept anyone and everyone, despite how toxic they are.
Yes.
I've been taught that. Love your family no matter what. Family over everything.
No, I love them, but that don't mean I have to deal with them.
She is Sunshine is hitting something on, and I've seen the misery and chaos and havoc and the sense of obligation that has placed on people in their lives. And I just reached a point one day where I refused to be one of them. Again, we're talking about access. We're not talking about lack of love, lack of well wishes, lack of hoping the best for people and really want to see people thrive and prosper in this life. You just ain't got to do it around me. That's what it really boiled down to. And the truth of the matter is those closest to you can actually be, let's talk about family. Oftentimes, those closest to you with an expected, anticipated level of access to you at all times through all situations can likely be the ones who give you the most grief because there's this built-in obligation because we are blood relatives, siblings, whatever the relationship may be genetically. People feel obligated that you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Now, on paper and in theory, it sounds great. It sounds wonderful. But who wants a person in their life that they damn near 50 years old and every time you turn around, you helping them, you know what I'm saying? Well, you taking them to the bail bondsman, you done put the 10% down, you done did this and did that. Baby, we done did this 6 times in the last 2 years. You got to grow up or I got to let you go.
Yeah.
True.
I agree. Yeah, that's how I was raised. And I made sure to do something differently with my sons. I was like, I had those conversations with them about you treat people the way they treat you as far as that access, no matter who they are. If someone's making you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like someone doesn't have your best interest in heart, I don't care who it is. You do not have to have a relationship with that person.
So Shell Bell had to leave. She's on antibiotics, rest well. There was something else in here I saw. Oh, what up, Big Rooster?
Hey, Big Rooster.
What's up, Rooster?
What's up, Rooster? If after a phone call, your heart rate is up, your throat hurts, and nothing was accomplished, that's not good. That was a toxic conversation. Just in case you weren't sure.
I got one better for you.
I don't think that's a good example because I done got off the phone many times. Heart rate was up and everything else, and it was the excitement of it.
Well, I got one better for you. If you have an immediate panic attack as soon as you see their name pop up on your phone, you don't
Okay.
Do not answer that phone.
Yeah,
I gotta take a deep breath, like,
yeah.
Not again. Not again. Not again.
sometimes you have to appreciate your haters. You don't have to worry about them smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back. They're doing it in front of you.
Hey.
Now that's another perspective.
Let me see. The time now is 10:55.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We
In a
finna
minute fasting. Let's do it.
who's going live today? Let's talk about that.
Can I put out something else before we do all
Yes,
that?
sir.
Mister?
Yes,
I'm just asking.
Natural
Can
Dye. Go ahead, Natural Dye.
I?
Wow.
She hating, Jay.
Actually, that was totally uncalled for.
But you know what?
On the low. Hate it.
When she get that honey, it all changes.
Wow. Oh,
Let's Miss T, why I'm trying to say something. Why you keep messing with me?
I'm sorry. It's not my ministry to be a hater, so
For all those that know, for all those that know Cheryl Faulkner, she's in hospice care, and Sifton and Soil and F.R. Humphrey put out something yesterday because Saturday is Cheryl Faulkner's birthday.
oh.
And she wants to know if you can put out a little video or whatever so that they can show it to her and her family and stuff, showing how much she's loved and missed here. And they said put it hashtag HBCF, which is happy birthday, Cheryl Faulkner. And everybody just put your prayers up for Cheryl. Thank you.
Can somebody put her channel in the chat? Because I don't know who she is, but maybe I want to go and check out her channel just to get a little familiarity with it.
Her channel is Cheryl Faulkner.
Yeah, it's just Cheryl Faulkner. Her name, her government.
Right.
Good, her Goodman name.
Yeah. Somebody could please drop her link. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a little bit of content.
Right. She's one that we met at the Soil family, and she's been going strong ever since until the end of last year, and we missed her.
Well, thank you, Jigs.
Yes.
And Sunshine put in the H.
Yes, I do have a heart.
And when you go to African Dreamers channel, it's BCIAC, not BCFAC. You know, don't ever. They will call you out for that. Just. Peace
Thanks
out.
for the plug, Miss T.
So who goes live today? It's Thursday. We got.
I do at 7
Central.
She's at 7.
Tay Weezy also goes live today at 8. I believe it's Central.
Oldham's
Michelle
home.
OG.
I think she's at what, 7?
Yes.
And Oldham's is at 9. I think it's at 9.
Yeah. And there's the link to Miss Cheryl Faulkner.
Don't you go?
Thank you, Nikki.
Don't you go live tonight, Jigs?
Oldham's go live. I'm on his live.
Okay.
He's a co-host there. He's backstabber. Right. How many co-hosting jobs do you have? Jigs.
Anybody that wants me, Miss T, I don't get paid. That's why they get me, because I don't get paid. If I tell them what you gotta pay me, they wouldn't have me.
Let's talk about that garden tool, that hoe.
Oh,
he's a garden tool.
Oh, she called you a hoe.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Whoa!
Anybody who will have them.
Pause.
Who will have them.
Big capital P on this one. Pause. Big capital P. Big capital P.
She didn't have like he is that hard.
He said it.
She got me a hoe.
And a ho Merry Christmas to you too, Jay.
Miss
Living out loud. You can't even get it out.
Humming.
I want you to know in this hive, in this community, I am the bee king.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. I
Okay.
like that.
The
Okay.
king.
And there's
The
no
big
king.
king.
There's no kings there's no
In
kings
Hive.
in Hive, but I am the big king.
I got you. I got you.
You a ho too.
And you also the garden too. You also the garden too.
Let me get off of here. Miss T, I know you're finna close out. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Panel, everybody up here, she, Stay Hall, Miss
Living out loud.
Living Out Loud. It's always fun to talk with y'all. Thank you for having me, Miss T. And I'm gonna drop back to the bush.
Peace, bro.
YouTube streets.
All right.
Yes, I'm
All
going
right.
to bid y'all adieu as well. Have a
Mhm.
wonderfully blessed rest of y'all day.
Thank you, Stay.
Y'all be blessed. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Also, Living Out Loud, the podcast. You weren't gonna say nothing. You go live tonight at 10 p.m.
I go live tonight at 10 p.m. Now, if y'all are in the neighborhood, y'all come on by. Y'all stop on by now.
And
Yeah.
if he's a hoe, what am I? What? Well, I don't hop on everybody's stuff. I'm not in everybody's stuff. So
Yeah. He
Child, you's a
jumps on
blessing.
everybody's stuff.
You just a straight up blessing.
you just jumping in everything, Jigs. You just a garden.
You're a garden tool and a blessing. That's all.
Hey, but I make sure it's clean before I get in there.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I don't just go in any conversation.
Pause.
Oh.
Hey,
Now that's why.
You see where y'all
Flag-
go. Now it's
flag
time
on
to
the
leave.
play.
That's where y'all taking this show at now.
flag on the play.
We about to go outside. I know. Jigs is out here being hoish. Hold on, dog.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You can't sing and we still have you, so that's not true, Jigs.
Oh,
But
man.
I wanted to say this too. Like, you give haters access to your life. You know, if you choose to, they can hate. You know, don't even give them access. And that's the biggest thing with a lot of people. You give people access to your life throughout all endeavors where people come on channels, put comments in there. Just keep it moving. You know, that's a comment. You know, you take the criticism, like the old saying. You know, eat the meat and spit out the bone.
Wow. Eat the meat.
Pause.
Let's go
Pause.
Come on, chocolate.
Big pause. Big pause. Big pause.
Now, Miss T, you the cause for all this now.
No, I did not
Big
say
pause.
eat the meat and spit out the bone. I was not
Big
the
pause.
originator.
Hmm.
Come on,
Big
chocolate.
pause.
Come on, come here. Oh, she's scared. She's like, I don't want to see them. But anywho, check out everybody who's going live tonight. The dog is over here whining.
Uh-oh.
Everybody saying hello, Paul. She got to go pee. So Friday's gonna be unwind day. Wow is right. The bone.
Big pause. Big
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. I'm
Big
not even going
pause.
any further into that.
Are you
Cap-
going to
capital
are
P,
you going to
capital
the
P.
gristle? Are you going to the gristle up?
Stop. Behave.
And with that being said, you know, I always say we here
Yep.
and we gone.
We gone.
And